his greater trends don't actually scale with his nature's call.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that useful, but somebody had pitched some crazy strategy to me where like you don't put any of the points into nature's call. You just I think you get 1 point and then
So
you
you can
put like
just
everything
summon
else
it
in
or
the
something?
stats and yeah, exactly. Just everything goes
Interesting.
into the greater trends. I'm not sure how
It's
good it
only the
is. You
level
probably want your
25
treants.
maybe that makes a difference. The 3 times treants bonuses, but like still the greater
Yeah.
treants are the ones that matter. So
Yeah, they have 108 damage. They would have more. They were supposed to have 3 times the base treants have,
mhm.
but they don't for some reason.
Oh,
They just
perfect.
get
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
108. Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny. That's neat. I didn't know about that.
Because when he picks the strategy, I'm like, no way this works. You can't just put 1 point into nature's call. Those things scale with the thing. I'm like, oh wait, you could do this, but you probably still want to have like nature's call maxed out when you're 7 to shove towers. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
We take Kunkka here on Electronic Boys. It's a hero that they've reworked to be what was it that Pop Tart, our North American observer, said? Waterbender Kunkka.
Hmm.
Uh,
Are you
yeah,
talking about just
Sunscan
with
was not
tidal
great.
wave?
You go. Hold on. He had the build somewhere. It was like Aether Lens, Aghanim Shard,
Then Ag Scepter.
Aghanim Scepter, and then
Give me a
something else
refresher.
ridiculous.
Just do it twice.
Yeah. Just let me run that one back as well.
Hold
There's
on.
a Tide Hunter.
I will say the Ag Shard on Kunkka I think is grossly underrated.
I don't know, man. I think it could be good, but
Anytime there's ability in the game that forces the enemy movement, it's really good.
Okay, that is true.
Anytime. And Kunkka, who just has a giant AoE tidal wave that you cannot get out of, is pretty good. And it's a low cooldown. I'm gonna actually double check. I'm gonna pull Jerry in here and be like, Jerry, give me all the details on tidal wave.
Run it. In the meantime, I get to talk about the draft and some of the changes to Kunkka. He was recently given a 10 movement speed buff in the most recent patch, 7.29 C D. Who knows? Somewhere in the alphabet. He feels a lot stronger as an offlaner now because of that one. He's actually got like a lot of movement speed, armor, and strength growth rate. He's like feels incredibly good as like a melee strength hero. He's still like not as good in the late game as he was when Cleave just pierced through armor. It was absolutely ridiculous. You just one-shot enemy supports. Playing Dota like that wasn't fun. Make no mistake. I'm glad that doesn't really exist anymore. But Kunkka, he's starting to feel a little bit stronger again. So it's nice to see him in the game. It's always pretty sick watching big Kunkka plays. They ban out Ursa and Slark on the side of 5ManMidas. I guess they're just worried about heroes that can actually contest this Tide Hunter in the lane, right?
Yeah.
Oh, building up those Essence Shift stacks, building up those Fury Swipe stacks onto the Tide Hunter, pretty big deal. Not something he wants to fight into. And they ban out Medusa and Phantom Assassin here on Eboys. Makes sense to me.
Those are speed classics too.
Yeah. Speed classics. I think the biggest speed classic is it's Electronic Boys who banned those ones out. But the biggest speed classic is Juggernaut, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And they banned that one out. There's definitely a targeted ban here on 5ManMidas. But Medusa PA, Kunkka doesn't really like fighting in these heroes. It's possible that they take a life stealer here on 5ManMidas. It doesn't look awful. It's a little bit annoying fighting into the Nature's Prophet at the start of the game. As the game goes on, just due to the Satanic, your Orchid isn't going to be able to do as much. Lifestealer feels a lot better for that. And Kunkka absolutely hates fighting into Lifestealer as a melee strength hero.
It is the offlane Nature's Prophet, right? Like you said, that it is going to struggle a little bit in the lane. I wouldn't be surprised if they just pick something that offers minus armor from the safe lane. Or that builds minus armor, because with what they have right now, you have Gush on Tide Hunter, who can build and Ags pretty easily. You have Elder Titan, and if you pick a third hero with minus armor here, I mean, looking at the side of Eboys, there's not a lot of armor on these guys. Okay, they take Spectre. So you definitely want like a high physical damage dealer, but Spectre right into a Viper. Okay, that's a fantastic pick.
They made it easy for him. What can you say?
Yeah. So Speed gets to take the NP safe. They were so sure, just like I was, that it was going to be Giant's Nature's Prophet, because he's played it for this team every single game of last season and this season that it's been picked. And you know, if you pick a Spectre and a Tidehunter, you know, it's a pretty good Viper game, Neff.
Yeah, Giant's going to be happy about this one. His lane isn't going to be that easy. He does have a Spirit Breaker as support, so you got to sacrifice a little in that matchup, especially considering you're playing against an Elder Titan who's going to be running at you. Elder Titan does have to be a bit careful once the Viper hits like level 3. At that point, you know, your Astral Spirit is a lapped a couple stacks of poison attack once you got 2 points in it. But Viper, nice way to round this one out, countering out 2 heroes here, not just 1 but 2. Awesome stuff. 5ManMidas, they got their work cut out for them here. This is an incredibly important game to Electronic Boys. 5ManMidas, I think no matter what happens here, they're going to end up... Actually, no. It's possible that they end up getting relegated down if they lose their next couple of matches as well. They play against Electronic Boys today on the 15th. They play against Wind and Rain, and then finally they play against Arkosh on the 22nd.
That's going to be a hard game.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, a lot on the line for both these teams. Keep in mind, you lose the DPC, not only are you relegated out, but instead of going home with a nice cash prize of $7,000 for 6th place, 7th place, 8th place, you get 0.
That's I think, you know, we did I ran the numbers on this last night, Neff, when we were talking about it.
What's the difference between those?
I believe it is exactly $7,000. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure there's going to be someone here in Twitch chat that's going to try.
That's a pretty big difference. All right, DNM disagrees.
Wrong. Okay. DNM's still in school. You can't blame him. You know, Neff and I, we've graduated from the NA School of Math. DNM's still, he's still learning.
Yeah, paltry numbers, really. Well, see if there's any action to start this game. I think both teams will keep to themselves, stay on their side of the river, not want to commit too far forward.
You don't have the sign.
I think it's a little bit scary if you give up first blood to Eboys. Their lineup, it plays quite a bit faster. Tidehunter is not going to accomplish too much at the start of the game. Invoker, you know, he has a pretty slow start, especially considering I think he's going in this Exhort build. Inspector usually needs at least Blade Build Manta style before he's ready to start participating in fights.
I'm actually a little bit surprised on the Exhort build. I guess you lane maybe slightly better against Kunkka as Exhort, but it has to be Quas Exhort, right? There's no way you go Wexort here.
Remember, the international
I think he's just going Wexort.
Dude, there's no way he goes Wexort, right? I think he has to have Quas for this lane. He'll probably just go like the 4 points in Quas like you normally do for Double Forge Spirit, max out Exhort, and then Wex after that.
All right, friendly bet on this one?
Sure, mate. Chug whatever's in your solo cup after the game.
I like how you just don't know.
It's a mystery for chat. They don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see how we can do for denies. It's one of the nice things about this Exhort Invoker. End up nerfing the damage instances. The extra 2 int per level does feel pretty nice. Oof. You hate to see it. RL. Under the tower, he's pretty safe here. And again, there's just 1 point to the Tidebringer. Red 2 still wanting to play pretty aggressive.
He's got a Sunstrike this range creep, doesn't he? No, he's got Forge Spirit now. He'll be fine.
He's supposed to deny that one pretty quickly, though. And he gets torrented.
Oh, man. The Waterbender. He's quite skilled.
All right, he ended up going second point into Quasia. You might be right. You just go probably 4-1-4 and actually missed that one.
Yeah, me too. Lies ends up going down in the top lane. Okay.
I didn't miss that one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fill me in on I don't know how Viper dies, but I guess as a result of your Spirit Breaker rotating top, Viper gets left alone bottom. You know who we can blame though, Neff?
Jerry, our production man.
The guy's the worst.
I'm not surprised. No, I'm pretty sure we started 5 minutes late because of this guy as well. Boo, Jerry. Boo.
You want to be some? I want to see some solid Jerry Flames all the time.
But Giant, very easy to run down. Viper is a very slow Sky Snake with 275 movement speed. He didn't put that point in Corrosive Skin either, so it wasn't...
Oh, wow. Level 1 Nether Toxin this early?
Well, I mean...
I guess, like, the plan is to just push the lane, but... Oh, well. Yeah, why not?
Really limits enemy harass with that Corrosive Skin, so just very easy to run at this Viper. If he's, got no boots, you have 310 move, you have so much more movement speed than this guy.
Yeah. I'm curious what build speed decides to go here on the Nature's Prophet this game. Ooh, and it's gone. Elder Titan top lane, like, pulled the spirit back from, really far away, and ABZ, like, sees it and just immediately starts channeling Fortune's X. He didn't even get a single auto attack off.
Yeah, AB1, he doesn't miss a beat.
Oh, you call him AB1? I call him ABZ.
ABZ? Ooh. Ooh, that's not right. Albino zebra. I guess ABZ works.
I'll conform, man. I'll be AB. I'll refer to him as AB1. Is that what he prefers?
I don't know. I just decided the name for players, and I just called them that regardless of whether or not they correct me. Oh. Jump on the boat. I'm sure it's very aggravating to the players.
Speaking of jumping on a boat, we have a Kunkka, man. Okay, the chance he goes tidal wave this game. Let's be real.
Very low. If
Right.
he ends up getting like
The sign.
egg shard at Roche, I'm pretty sure you give it to like most other people as well.
I mean, this game, the only Ag Shard I think that is worth it would be the Vipers. Is anyone else's even good? Oh, never mind.
Prophet.
Spirit Breaker, I forget. His Nether Strike applies break with Shard.
engagement.
Yep, Nature's Prophet, one of the best shards in the game.
Yeah, that is true. Nature's Prophets is good, but he's one of those heroes who can afford it.
Yep. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean you shouldn't take those Roshan tax breaks.
Wow, I didn't realize how good this Nether Strike Shard is. I didn't know the break was part of it. I knew the other aspects, the 200 damage, spell immunity and stuff, but a 4-second break. That's pretty good.
It was very busted on initial release, and then they reworked it to be less good. But the 4-second break is quite nice.
Yeah. When you're against a Spectre, having that's pretty essential.
Yeah, Tide Hunter as well. The man just gets disabled instead of not being disabled and getting his Ravage off.
That is a good thing. Yeah, not being disabled versus being disabled is definitely a...
Thank you. That's why they bring me on.
the high level analysis. Can't get this anywhere else.
Yeah. The team is gonna have a word with me after this game. H-Star getting run out here, and he might just go down 4 stacks of that poison attack on him.
He just needs one more auto. There it is. Yeah, they got him. Yeah, when you get to just the 2 points of poison attack, it scales more than double, right? So getting to 3 is quite good.
Yep. That one, a pretty big deal. It's gone 3-1-1. It'll be even scarier once he hits level 6. He's gonna have to send out some mana regen. He's got a wand. He's got infused raindrops and clarity being sent out to him now. And
quick earn completed as well. So the 1.4 from there, the raindrop, clarity mangoes. I mean, with all of that, you don't really run into the mana issues anymore on the Viper, which is really nice.
Yeah,
Should look to their
exactly. We saw 5-minute catapults come out. Red 2 already cleared that one out with 3 points in the Tidebringer. You do have to be a little bit afraid about RRL shoving in this lane, but it's also possible that Nature's Prophet TP's in. He's got 3 points to call. Never mind. Speed's going to stay exactly where he is.
Bottom lane, looking at Giant here. The nice sleep from Ray. Impale. DNM, couple auto attacks. Can he be the one that gets the last hit? It goes to Ray on the Elder Titan, but a nice charge through from Spirit Breaker. Gonna be able to finish off the Elder Titan here. Purifying Flames makes quick work of that. A 1-for-1, but you get the Viper. You're quite happy at the end of the day.
And, not having the best time here. I mean, yes, you managed to find yourself some kills as well, but going down on Viper twice. The first death especially felt really bad. You need to get yourself some earn charges pretty quickly. TP's right back down to the bottom lane with full mana. Once he hits level 6 here, he's going to be able to just run down DNM. So he's going to have to play with the trees in order to get away with him from him.
Wish fulfilled.
Yeah, Giant is gonna be Giant this game.
Nice.
I couldn't resist. There's just sometimes you gotta do it. I've waited all 2 seasons for
RL?
that. Mid lane, yeah, Aikster, nice 2-man impale. Can he get away though? Red 2 will be able to finish him off with the help of those summon treants. Sleep on the mark, Speed able to just dodge this out.
He goes down to boat buff and earn. On
Is that what that was? I was like, how did he just die?
Boat buff and earn both ticking down on him.
That's a lot of damage.
Lethal, yeah. But cleared out there on the Invoker, so switch over to net worth here. Kunkka pretty far ahead. He's 700 net worth up on this Invoker.
You're a trusty mate.
I'm a big fan of how Speed is playing the Nature's Prophet right now, mostly just kind of farming, TPing for objectives if possible, rather than trying to play a more active Nature's Prophet. We saw something similar out of Arteezy earlier this week, just this, you know, treads into the Witchblade, and then he actually ended up going back for a Maelstrom. But yeah, Red 2 caught mid lane, RL, nice Ice Wall, but quite tanky on the Kunkka at the moment, still had 13 wand charges. DNM is playing on the edge right now.
You know, man's math this one out. Knows exactly how many hits he can take from these creeps here, but playing on the edge for sure. Bottom lane, looking to make a play on this tower.
Mid lane, they're making another play as a boat just connects onto 2. Spike Carapace tries to, you know, maybe stop Red 2 in his tracks, but Speed with the rotation in, they end up getting 2. And probably the mid tower. And this is what we're talking about. Speed just shows up.
Right?
Oh my god, again? Can they chill for 2 seconds? Mid lane,
Absolutely
DNM.
not.
Can he get onto Red 2? AB1 rotating in. See what I did there? AB1, I'm learning.
Mm-hmm. This man's good.
Tower down to 80 health. He's trying to go for the deny. I don't know if he's gonna get it. Yeah, he will. Nice stun in from Aikster as well. DNM securing that deny, and now I think AB1, he should be fine. He's got a Kunkka behind him, right? Unless they want to Ravage for this, which be a little awkward. Nice Spike Carapace though, with the rest of the team rotating back, and Red 2 just cleaves him down. Nice 2-man stomp, but no follow-up here from 5ManMidas. They get the tower, and they get a Nyx, and they get another tower.
You know, I think it might have wanted to Ravage that. He was actually just a couple mana short. He ended up seconds later digging up a mango and then popping the mango. But he didn't have mana to Ravage that one. He was just like, 5 mana short at the optimal time for it. It just cast too many spells beforehand.
He just didn't run the numbers.
Didn't run the numbers.
Not an NA School of Maths graduate, clearly.
Yeah. Pause comes out 10 minutes. Oh, 1 second past 10 minutes. It gives us a little bit of time to talk about the state of the games. 3K net worth advantage for the side of Eboys here. They have top 3 heroes on the net worth chart. And a pretty significant advantage between these 2 mid players. I mean, we're saying it was strange noise. I don't know where he went.
Oh no. Guys.
Is everything okay? Double A?
Last time that happened, it was a fire alarm. So that's never a good sign. Ant was on my chair, had to... Okay. Giant, much afraid of ants, much like elephants are afraid of mice. That's canon, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, remember, clean your room, everybody. You don't want to...
Throw out your garbage. Don't... Yeah, as a really wise man once said, you know, that's how you get ants.
Yeah. A true classic.
True classic. You want ants? That's how you get ants.
This is how you get ants. All right. 3K net worth up here on Eboys and mid players. About a 1,700 net worth discrepancy between them. That's pretty rough.
Yep. Kunkka farms fast. Nature's Prophet farms incredibly fast, and Giant, it was a really smart last pick on the Viper, just gonna have a solid lane, so there's not really, you know, much you can do to slow him down. Speed just says later. Goes bottom. They'll give up this tower happily. I mean, force 4 heroes to the top lane. They are farming on all 3 cores still on Eboys.
Yeah. You get this top tower alongside the catapult. Not a whole lot you can do to stall them with those trances, just getting them anchor smashed down. Thinking about making a play here. They've got double A up here. It might just be wanting to soak up a little bit of XP. He's already got a 6, so It's a little bit odd to see the Spirit Breaker chilling in a lane instead of looking to make plays.
I don't think they want to farm on Eboys or to fight on Eboys right now. I think they want just a few items. Okay, well, we're watching double CS, and I think we might turn our attention elsewhere. I don't want to make the man
Step lively.
The man's not
nervous. I don't want to make him nervous, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of eyes on him right now. I was gonna say, I think they want a few items here on the side of Eboys, right? They're going BKB on red 2, Giant about to finish that ATOS. They got the Witchblade on speed, and he is gonna go the Maelstrom to follow. So this is like a hyper farming Nature's Prophet, and when he does show up to fights with that TP, he does a lot of damage. So you just kind of have to wait for the Ravage, I think, before you can really do anything. Otherwise, Ravage plus Spectre will definitely kill the NP, and then you've pretty much got just a ton of wasted net worth, right?
Yeah, but you need to set up a Ravage first, and this is, you know, either a defensive one underneath the tower, or potentially like a Astral Echo Stomp into Ravage. Albino Ziva, he just melts. No way he's surviving that one. Kill goes to RL, which is very much needed. Still, net worth gap isn't getting any smaller between him and Kanka. Get almost 2,000 gold difference between the two of them now.
Easter trying to sniff out Giant here in the bottom lane. Nice, easy setup that you can do here. Strike, the Ravage. I mean, they're dropping everything, but Giant's pretty tanky. He drops the ATOS. Viper Strike as well on the Tidehunter. He can't get out of it. The Sprout even as well. Finally, a nice stomp comes in from Lies. They take down one, but can Tidehunter escape? There is a charge coming. Oh my gosh, the DD rune from Red 2. Incredibly well timed there.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on
Yeah,
board.
good players pick up DD runes. Ray, he's forced to get back. His Astral Spirit did reveal where he was, but just too far away from Eboys to keep that chase up. Potentially looking to take a tier 2. They can get control of the jungle here, take that outpost after establishing vision with a couple of wards. In a very good place. Over to the mid lane, but they're not going to find anybody. Just clearing out these Forge Spirits here. Even more farm for Red 2.
Easter gonna try and set up on speed. A nice attempt here. The question is, can they finish him off? It looks like it. Sunstrike comes in, speed, trying to just turn the damage around onto RRL. Does get a nice Nether Strike onto that Invoker. A Torrent does connect. A huge Earth Splitter, though, doing some serious work. Now double the next to fall. Red 2 still alive. Boat comes in, pulls Easter back in. They get 2 for 2. And now with the rotation from Giant, there's absolutely no way you can fight into the rest of Eboys here. A lot of space for Spec, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, not only getting a little bit of XP and gold advantage from that team fight, but Spectre's finally getting some much needed space to farm. Okay. That was very close. Just about went down to the ancient black dragons.
Double dragon, yeah, that's a scary one.
Yep. Anyways, much needed space for him to farm, but you know, not using it the most oftenly. Again, he needs to play him Manta style before he's able to contribute too much to these fights. And I think you do need to pick up the pace. Once you hit 20 minutes, you know, you got some big egg shards on your team. Nature's Prophet one is going to be especially big. He's actually going for Maelstrom as well, so Speed already looking to accelerate his farm, looking to split push these waves and take towers here. Against Spectre, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage. You know, late as game goes, he's eventually going to have Aghanim Scepter to work with. A Shadow Step letting him get on top of this Nature's Prophet whenever he's trying to split push. And if you want to commit it, you can just haunt to get on top of him.
Just continue to farm Ancients like every good little Spectre does. In the jungle, though, they did find Nature's Prophet once again. Speed falls. He does have the money for his Maelstrom, and he will just finish it up, so he's still really farmed is the thing. Despite now dying back-to-back on the Nature's Prophet, he's still second net worth.
Yeah, but, you know, he's a gold pinata for the Radiant team now.
Apparently DNF does not think so. This guy's listening to our comms, isn't he? What is happening?
Admin, can you take a look at that one? Bottom lane, tier 2 tower is finally taken, so going to be able to establish even more control of the enemy team jungle, taking this outpost and farming this up. So I mean, this is the area of the map you get to farm right now against Eboys. It's only a 5k net worth advantage, but it somehow feels a lot worse than that.
It does, right? It's mostly just because Spectre has been a non-factor so far this game, just farming. So most of your engagements have been forced to be played like 4v5. So at some point, you're going to come online here and you're going to start feeling kind of the weight of this extra 7,000 net worth that you haven't really been seeing in these fights. But the question is, will it be too late, right? You're closing on the BKB for Red 2. Nature's Prophet getting stronger by the second, and Viper is always a counter.
Yeah, it's
You're a
Viper
trusty
major
mate.
threat. He's got his round of Atos now as well. He's working on his BKB. The BKBs are a sign that they're wanting to close this game out pretty soon here on Eboys, right?
I have to imagine once they pick up these BKBs, because they're picking up BKB on Viper and NP, that as soon as those are online, it's pretty much force a smoke, force a fight, go Roche, try and end. Like, that has to be their game plan.
Yep. They're gonna look to force something here on the side of 5ManMidas, though.
Yeah, find Spirit Breaker again. These impales into Sunstrikes doing a lot of work. AB1 though rotates up, pops that last Ooh. Nice stomp though onto Ray. Can they actually close the gap though? Atos here from Giant. Will he get the vision? It's clipping just for a moment, but a little bit too fast there, and he's gonna be fine.
Yep, those Trank boots, they're not broken. They keep you pretty speedy. Oh, he couldn't get that first auto attack off, so he managed to get away. They clear out, I mean, they keep the Spirit Breaker alive. They clear out the Nyx Assassin, but still continuing to buy time for the Spectre here, getting closer to that Mantis style. What, like 700 gold away now? Just about has it. RRL still playing catch up here. He's almost got his Aghanim Scepter. Cataclysm could be big if you time that perfectly with the Ravage. Like, you can just wipe out the entirety of the enemy team. You're playing against some tanky heroes, but that'll go right through the magic resistance of Viper with his corrosive skin. Any hoods you can't really counter out the Cataclysm with that one. That's all pure damage coming into you.
Yeah, I guess we haven't really talked about the effect of Invoker Tidehunter, right? The Ravage into Kata is really strong. Aegster does get found on the side. No Nether Strike, but they're rotating in on the rest of the heroes here. Speed gonna start trying to force this kill, and they're just gonna give this one up. AB1 and Giant though looking for more. They find Ray. Does just put him to sleep. Double with another charge. Oh, he just ends up on the creep. Never mind. But two quick pickoffs for the side of Eboys, and honestly, they can keep this momentum. This is exactly what they want to do.
Yep. This, you're not anywhere close to Roshan, which feels a little bit bad, but you can at least try to shove out and do some damage to these tier 2 towers. It looks like they might slowly walk the way of Roshan. Red 2 and Giant playing pretty close to the pit at the moment. I think that's where they want everyone else to be. They don't have a team that takes it amazingly fast, and one of the benefits of getting such a hard beat down on 5ManMidas is you're pretty low level, so you're responding pretty quickly.
Absolutely. The BKBs are out though, like they're there. Kunka's is done. Nature's Prophet is about to have his, just about 600 gold away. Viper's actually still about 1600, so Viper's is pretty far, but those two items, the BKB on both Nature's Prophet and Kunka is going to be a game changer for their fight. Oh, they're looking for Red too, but nice body blow. He's just surrounded by treants. That's actually hilarious. Top lane, no charge onto DNM. Speed rotating in as well. Nether Strikes there, so much damage. Cataclysm gonna split the uprights though as they just dodge it out. Han's back to the mid lane. They found Red 2, but that's the BKB we're talking about. Oracle can't get the false promise off in time. A deafening blast and a anchor smash from Lies is gonna do it. Red now just has to leave. Lies, you gotta be careful. You're actually gonna run right into Giant, the Atos, the Nether Toxin. There's the Viper Strike, and yeah, good luck. You ain't ever gonna survive that one. And now the charge gonna be transitioned on over to that Elder Titan. The dust does catch Aegster as well. He pops that Spike Carapace, hits a 2-man impale, but just temporary. They're gonna find a third. The rest of the team needs to be careful. They're rotating on in from Nature's Prophet. Great Tornado comes in from RRL. Nether Strike still on cooldown. He puts down that wall, but it's not gonna matter. Giant, dude, he is crushing them.
Like you said, the man is Giant. That play, I think a lot of that was made by Kunka. I'm not sure if you caught that, but I think he used X on that that Elder Titan there. The moment he was trying to use Echo Stomp, and canceled that one. set up every kill afterwards, but the fact that they didn't get stopped and get a chance of disengaging on 5ManMidas. Now straight into the roach pit off of that one. This is what you talked about.
I was like, man, they're playing right to my melody here.
Yeah.
This is the game plan, right? You get the BKBs and you force fight go Roche, and then you use this Aegis to threaten high ground. Like they have to. They cannot take this ultra late. With the Viper, it's not as scary as normal, but Spectre will eventually get to a point where she can just destroy Oracle, or, you know, speed potentially even on the Nature's Prophet, force them to go like Aeon Discs and a bunch of defensive items.
Well, we've got the defensive BKBs on the side of Eboys. Now finally picking up this last one here on the Viper. He's only 200 gold away. So you clear out, I think, he needs a little bit more than that small camp. He looks elsewhere.
He'll just another toxic bid.
Yeah, there you go. He's got the money for it now. Fly that one out to him. So BKBs on Nature's Prophet, Viper, Kunkka. They have Aegis available. Assault Cross, 1,000 gold off now on red too. These are all the timings that you need, and you don't want to wait for the Spectre to get anything else. I think you're just about ready to close this game out here on Eboys.
Spectre did hit a big power spike here at the Mantis style. Obviously, the pure damage from 3 Desolates onto a solo hero is what makes this such a scary item. And again, they always have Cataclysm Ravage. So if they manage to get like the melee ranged Ravage, so it's like impossible to BKB dodge it, then it looks pretty good. Speed though, caught out top lane. They do just drop the Cataclysm and okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Cataclysm's a lot of damage. Charge on in, catches Aegster. Nether Strike is available. He's gonna be able to just bait out. Yeah. Nicely done by Double. Doesn't even have to use it. Trade 1 for 1. Still a good trade there for 5ManMidas, but you don't have Cataclysm or Ravage now. So as soon as that Nature's Prophet's back up, he's just going to rejoin his team, right?
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to alarm anybody, but Aegster's currently sitting at 210 and 6. He's having a rough go with things this game. You know, forced to make space for his team. The Spectre, they lost a lot of these lanes here. It's job of the position for, play overly aggressive, and suffering pretty bad for it right now. Still working on this Yule Scepter. He's got his fluffy hat to try and stay alive, a little bit more HP, but it's just not enough.
RL is just going straight refresher. He just says, screw it. I want double Cataclysm. That is the play.
Yep, but here we are. Assault Caress completed, Aghanim Shard completed, BKBs on 3 heroes. This is the timing we talked about. Simply drop another Sprout here, speed, and we're good to go.
They got the Solar Crest as well. I mean, everything they need, like you're talking about, it's online. He's actually just Sprout stuck inside this Nether Toxin Lies. He cannot afford to just die like this, but it doesn't look like the choice is really up to him.
Here comes the Nature's Prophet ult.
Gets him really close, but doesn't manage to find the kill. Nice Deafening Blast onto the Kunkka. The X into the boat. RL takes a lot of damage. A nice stomp, actually sleeping the backside, but Red 2 with the BKBs and Giant Earth Splitter's just not doing enough. Red 2 just takes through it all. They all die one by one. They get the Barracks double buyback here. Sunstrike! Oh, snipes him. Nice attempt there, but it is just the Aegis. Red 2's like, fine, man, I'm coming back in. Let's do it.
You want to give me full HP and mana? Sure.
DNM floating. Double gonna sacrifice himself as they take down that Spectre. Buyback is available, but Aegster, this will be a dieback if he gets that attack off.
He might just go down anyways.
3 HP, nicely done. Mid lane, speed running this game as he tries to take the tier 3 now. He wants this objective, man.
25 minutes, 20k net worth advantage here, and it feels like there's nothing they're able to do. Ravage is back up. They have Cataclysm available, but you need something absolutely perfect.
All right, they got what they want. They back. And now they just got to focus down this top tower. They're going to ward up this whole triangle area, make sure that there's nothing that 5ManMidas can do to regain control. Actually, they saw the ward just get dropped, so AB1's baiting really hard.
Yeah,
he's just going to kill it now. He was like hoping someone was going to try and jump him, but they're going to go ahead and drop a sentry now. go for that counter ward. Red 2 is rotating over the Blink Ravage. Here comes the Cataclysms. They take down one, but it's just the Oracle Giant turns around with a BKB, going for the Tidehard and tries to just TP out. It's not going to happen. Giant now. What is that cleave from Red? Oh my goodness. Speed Gaming as well finishes him up. The timing on all of that damage, neph. The cleave combined with the Wrath of Nature. Now RRL stuck in a really bad spot here, surrounded by the members of Eboys as Aikster, the lone survivor. Triple kill for Speed on the Nature's Prophet. I need to see this recap here because Wrath of Nature and the Tidebringer hit at the exact same time.
Probably sitting there wondering if where your HP when you could have sworn you had more health than that.
You're like,
he's not supposed to do this kind of damage.
He got the Chrysalis like armlet. And the thing was is they both had like almost 2k health and then lost all of it in a quarter of a second or something. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. And that was the perfect initiation by 5Midas. You got that Ravage Cataclysm that we talked about. There's no better opener than often of 3 heroes, no less. Well, the other heroes were sitting pretty far away. You couldn't ask for more, but still. Torn apart by Eboys. The advantage is too much.
If he had the refresher, maybe, right? The double refresher, or I'm sorry, the double Cataclysm with the refresher would have been, you know, a way of killing all 3 of those heroes, but it just hasn't come out yet. And there it is. The GG comes out. RL knows, you know, they're out of spells, basically. Not a whole lot they can do.
Yeah, don't want to wait this one out. It's a pretty one-sided match for Eboys, but evenly matched teams as far as score goes. An incredibly important match for both these teams. Want to avoid relegation, ending up at 6th place at the very least. But Eboys, they look a lot stronger in game number 1. I think a lot of this comes down to what happened in the mid lane, though. Pretty significant advantage for Red 2.
Yeah, Red 2, plus the fact that they just did really well in the offlane, right? DNM was going to come in so late this game, with just the strength of this Viper being able to just push them out constantly. And even though he has a couple of deaths, he's still right near the top in net worth pretty much the whole lane stage / post lane stage.
27-minute game.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Eboys looking very clean today.
Yeah.
Playing this, you know, position 1 Nature's Prophet to great effect. Giant, great job in the offline. You know, a little bit rough going down to Aikster at the start, but ended up just ruining his game afterwards. And DNM not enough time to come online at the Spectre. I think 5Midas, they're going to be rethinking going for such a late game draft. I mean, yes, you could fall back on the Cataclysm Ravage, but I think you need something to play a bit faster than even that. Maybe go with a Spirit Hero mid instead. A little bit more active offlane, not relying on such a big cooldown spell.
I'm with you, man. It's a very good showing here from Eboys in game 1. Like you said, the teams do seem fairly evenly matched. So hopefully we get to see all 3 here. I'd love to see these teams, you know, push it all the way to 3 games. So 5Midas, we'll see what they do here in game number 2. Before we throw to a quick break, though, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, XPG. So thank you so much for sponsoring NA DPC. Power up your gaming lifestyle with the XPG Xenia XE Gaming Lifestyle Ultrabook. It's a pretty sick laptop. It's perfect for both work and play. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the benefits such a laptop can provide you, I'm sure neph can give you a quick rundown.
Absolutely. Be able to sit anywhere in your house, anywhere in the world. Get 10 frames? No. 20? No. 30? Absolutely not. 200?
Jack that bad boy up.
Jack that bad boy up. Maybe not 200. At the very least, 144 jiggly hertz.
That's a lot.
Dota 2. Yeah. Anywhere you want with this laptop. Live the lifestyle you want. Pick it up, you guys.
All right. Thank you so much, XPG, and we'll see you all in game number 2 here between 5ManMidas and Eboys.